Hey everyone. So continuing the theme of simulations, this is a very different kind of simulation. It's not a flight simulation, it's a bus simulation. It's kind of the quintessential bus simulation. This game is called OMSI, which I believe stands for Omnibus Simulator. It's a German game, but there's not much text in it. Well, actually, this is an English translation of it anyway, but there's not that much text in it, so you don't really need to you don't need to speak much German to be able to play the game. So yeah, there are a lot of videos of this game on YouTube, but there are not a lot of tutorials. Like there are not a lot of videos for people who have never played the game and kind of want to get an idea of how it works. I mostly see videos of people who, are already seasoned at the game and are making videos for people who want to try new things. But I wanted to make just like a little introduction video just to kind of show what the game is like for people who've, never seen the game or might be interested in the game but just have never gotten into it. And, if simulations are not for you, then this one's probably not for you either. But if you like simulations, if you like playing around with, Train Simulator, for example, or things like that, then this one is probably interesting as well because it does a few interesting things that simulate reality, which is what a simulator does, I guess. So, the game is actually situated mostly in Berlin. It's actually kind of funny because the last couple of simulation videos that I did were kind of related to the current situation in Ukraine. Because first I played K-50 Hokum, which is the eponymous helicopter is a Russian helicopter, and then I played Fleet Defender, which starts off with a scenario of a Soviet invasion. So I thought, okay, well this will be something nice to kind of get away from that. But then I realized, oh wait. This game is situated in Berlin in the late 1980s, so it's actually also very much about the whole Soviet East-West kind of thing, so it actually kind of ties into that as well, but that wasn't intentional. Like, I'm not picking these games for that theme, I just picked some simulation games that I like. Anyway, so OMSI. So you can see this is a nice little village. This is actually not Berlin. This is the game's training area. It's called Grundorf, which is, I believe it's a fictional place. Like, it's not a real place anywhere in Germany or anywhere else for that matter. It's just like a little training kind of map that they give you for figuring out how the game works. So let's see. So I believe what we're looking at here is actually a hospital, or well, we're looking at the courtyard outside the hospital. I think around here is where there is a hospital, which has a bus stop associated with it. So let's do this. Unfortunately, you won't see the game's various menus and dialog boxes because, the way that OBS works, it focuses on just one window, and it doesn't pick up pop-up windows and things that pop up in front of that, but that's okay. We won't have too many of those. But just at the start, let me press Alt. I'm going to press Alt to bring up the title bar, and then I'll click on New Bus to add a new bus, because actually by default, you don't just get one bus. There's like a whole system of buses in the game, and if you want to drive a bus, you can create a bus for yourself to drive, but by default there are no buses. Or no, that's not true. There are buses, but by default, you're not assigned to any bus. So you have to create a bus for yourself to drive. So you can't see the dialog box where you can choose a bus, unfortunately, but I'm going to choose the first bus, which is the MAN SD200-SD77. Let's see, what appearance do I want? Do I want to... the basic bus is beige, but I guess I could... Do I want to... I'll take the Spiel mal wieder advertising, and yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'll go ahead and just say, and it asks me where the entry point for the bus should be. So I'll say at the Krankenhaus, at the Einsteindorf Krankenhaus, which means the hospital, which I think is where we are here. Am I wrong? Oh, actually, no, that was somewhere else. Oh, I think it was the other side of the map. This is the hospital here that we're looking at now. Where we were is the other side of the map. Okay, that's fine. Well, okay, so we're here at the Krankenhaus. And you can see that advertising on the back is the Spiel mal wieder richtig, which is the advertising that I chose just because, it's about playing, and we're playing. So, first things first, the way that you look around in this game is with the mouse, as you might imagine. So what you do is if you want to zoom in and out, you hold the right mouse button, and then you can zoom in and out with that like I'm doing. If you want to pan around, you hold the middle mouse button, which is on most mice is the scroll wheel. So if you hold the scroll wheel like this, now you can kind of pan the window around and look at your surroundings like this. If you happen to have a 2-button mouse that doesn't have a scroll wheel, there is an alternate control method which lets you pan around like this without using the middle mouse button, but I'm not going to get into it because I think most people I think most mice today have scroll wheels. Most people who are watching this hopefully have a scroll wheel in their mouse probably. If not, there is a way to get around that. But so if you zoom in, you can see there's our bus driver there looking very stern and very serious. He takes his job very seriously, like a good bus driver should. And yeah, on the left there's the German flag, and then on the right there's the flag of Berlin. And that B on the license plate stands for Berlin. In Germany, the first part of the license plate indicates what region of Germany the license plate is from. In this case, it's Berlin. So, yeah, so you can get a nice view of our surroundings here. And if you want to get inside the bus, you press F1, and there we go. So now we are looking at the view inside the bus from the driver's perspective. So just as before, you can pan around by holding the middle mouse button and look around at all the crazy stuff in the bus, which I mean is mostly seats because it's a bus. It's made for carrying people. And you can look down at the driver's control panel here. You can also switch between predefined views with the left and right arrow keys. So if I press the right arrow key, see it kind of switches to looking at the right side view mirror. If I press the right arrow key again, now we're looking at the doors. So this is the view that you'd use when passengers are boarding and you want to look at the passengers boarding the bus. Press right again, kind of looks a little bit more back behind him. So I guess checking the blind spot. This is what you do to check your blind spot. And then if I press right again, then he switches all the way around. And now we're looking at the different stops here, like the different station stops. And then pressing right again goes back to looking at the steering wheel. And actually, no, there's still more. So this is looking down at the steering wheel. This is looking directly at the ticket area. So this is where you'll sell tickets to passengers if they want to buy tickets. And this is probably a better view for selling tickets, actually. I guess that's checking your left blind spot. Looking a little kind of left forward, and then a little more left forward, and there we go. And this is back to the default view. So those are all the views that you can cycle through using the left and right arrow keys. Don't confuse the left and right cursor keys with the left and right keypad keys. In many games they're identical, but in this game they're not. The inverted T cursor keys are the ones that I just used for that. If you press left and right on the numeric keypad, instead what happens is this. See, that steers the steering wheel left and right. So keypad left and right is used for steering the steering wheel. Inverted T arrow keys are used for left and right. That's used for switching through the different views. And you press 5 on the numeric keypad, it resets the wheel back to center, automatic centering mechanism, which can be useful when driving a bus or other wheeled vehicle with a steering wheel. Okay, so let's see. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, now that we know how to do the different views, the other important view is F3. So if you press F3, you're back outside. You can look around. You can see around your bus. There are other views like F2 shows you, looking, I think this is the back of the bus, right? Yeah, exactly. This is like literally sitting in the back seat of the bus. And there's other stuff like F4 kind of shows you a little bit more of a zoomed out view, but I think F1 and F3 are probably the most useful. Okay, so we figured out how to control the views now. I think probably a good thing to do is to start the bus. So you press E. I think the first thing to do is press E to turn on the bus's electronics, turn on the electrical system. And when you do that, you get that little chime sound, which lets you know that the bus has been turned on. But the engine is not running. So to start the engine, you press M. I think it stands for motor. So press and hold M to start the motor. It works just like a key. You have to, like an ignition key, you have to hold M for a few seconds until you hear the motor starting. So let's go ahead and do that. There we go. You might have noticed this button here was, it actually moved when I pressed M. So you can also use the mouse and hold this button. If you prefer, you can use the mouse to click on this button, but I find it easier to use the keyboard controls. I mean, that's what I like about simulations like this, is they make good use of the approximately 100 keys that are on a standard PC keyboard. Those keys don't go to waste. They do different things like starting the motor and other things as well. So now our engine is running. If we go back outside the bus, you can fairly clearly hear the sound of the motor. I hope the sound's not too quiet. I've got the game audio turned down a bit. Oh yeah, you can also go underneath the bus. And, yeah, it's a little bit silly. You can kind of pan all the way around. But yeah, so the bus is running. And let's see, what else do we want to show? If you want to look at some of the stuff here on the driver's panel that's kind of obscured by the steering wheel, funnily enough, you can click around here just underneath the steering wheel on the steering column like this to get rid of the steering wheel. A lot of people find this very funny. You see a lot of videos on YouTube of people saying, oh, I got rid of the steering wheel. It's just something for the game. It's not very realistic, of course, but I mean, sometimes you might want to see something that's not very clear because, you know, it's obscured by the steering wheel. In real life, you can kind of look around the steering wheel, but in the game, it's more difficult to do so. So in the game, they let you just take the steering wheel off for that reason. What else do we need to do? If you look at this thing here, so this thing is what messes up a lot of people. It's called the, what is it called? Hold on, let me look up the name. I'm going to keep switching back and forth between my documentation and the game because I don't remember a lot of the details off the top of my head. I believe that is the... Yes, that is the IBIS, IBIS, the Integrated Onboard Information System. It's called IBIS because in German the name is the Integriertes Bordinformationssystem, which abbreviates as IBIS. But yeah, it's basically it's the electronic information system. Now, in some buses, you really need to figure out how to use that thing because you cannot use the bus, like you can't really, wait, you can drive the bus without it, but the thing is, let me show you something. So that sign above the bus here that shows you, or shows potential passengers where the bus is going, passengers will not board your bus unless that is correctly set. So, on buses that have an electronic display, I think it's technically called a matrix display because it's basically it's a pixel raster. So you know, if you imagine like a computer monitor which has a grid of pixels, right? Newer buses tend to have a matrix display, which basically just means it's a grid of kind of pixel-like things. You know, newer buses, you've probably seen them. You know, if you look at newer buses, they didn't have those little yellow things, kind of like pixels on a screen, and you can only control that with the IBIS. So no one will board your bus if you can't figure out how to work the IBIS. On this bus, because this is an older bus, it has a mechanical handle which you use to crank the sign around. So we can actually, I might just skip using the IBIS for this video because it's a little bit difficult. You have to know exactly what number to punch in. Like there's a specific route number and destination number that you have to know. And there's no real way to just find it out. You just have to know it. You can look it up online, or I guess you're supposed to get it out of the manual, but if you don't have the manual, then you just need to somehow get it from some other source, which is really difficult to do. But for this run, I'm just going to hand crank the roll sign here because it's a mechanical roll sign, so we don't need the IBIS for that. So I might just skip the IBIS for this video altogether. But before I do anything, before I actually start picking up any passengers or anything like that, I'll just go ahead and go through the basics of just driving the bus without doing any of that. I mean, we're not going to do any ticketing or any of that passenger stuff. Now I'm just going to show you how to actually drive the bus. So you've seen the steering wheel. So left and right on the numeric keypad steers. That's fine. H is for the horn. So the gas pedal is numeric keypad up, as you might guess. So it works like this. And I'm really revving the heck out of the engine because obviously the bus is in neutral, and so it's not coupled to any, the transmission is not coupled, and so it's the engine's just running free. Braking is also used with the numeric keypad down, as you might expect, but it works kind of strangely. Watch what let me zoom in a bit. Watch what the brake pedal does. So I'm going to press numeric keypad down, And I've released the key. I only held the key for a second. And notice the pedal doesn't come back up. The pedal actually stays where it is. So if you want to brake, you don't hold down the key constantly. You actually hold down the key until the brake pedal gets to a good position, and then you just leave it there, and the bus will continue to brake until you get to a stop. Only if you want to brake more do you keep holding down the key. So if I press the key more now, see the pedal will move a little bit more down. So you can go all the way. There you go. Now the brake is all the way floored. But you wouldn't normally do that. You normally don't hold the brake key. You hold it until the brake pedal gets to maybe like 1/3 of the way down or so, and then you just let the brake friction stop the bus. But you don't hold it all the way down. And then when you want to go again, you press up, accelerate, and that will automatically release the brakes. Takes a little getting used to. If you've played a lot of driving games, that takes a little bit of getting used to, because normally you just hold the brakes. But here you don't hold the brakes. Here you just briefly press down, and that will start holding the brakes. And you only press down more if you want to apply more brake pressure. Speaking of brakes, pressing period on the keyboard will release and activate the parking brake. So this big black lever here is the parking brake. So if I press it once, the parking brake should be off now. The bus can drive. And I press it again. Press period again. Now we are on parking brake. So, let's see, did I miss anything? Let me check quickly. Did I miss anything regarding basic driving? I think that's most of it. I think that is most of it. So, let's go ahead and just take a ride. Let's just take a spin around the block, shall we? So I'm going to go ahead and replace the oh yeah, one other thing. So these three buttons here, those control the transmission modes. Like if I press D on the keyboard, see that activates that. That's basically drive. So it's basically like drive on an automatic transmission. So so the bus is now in drive, so we could actually drive around with this. So let's see, I'm gonna give ourselves a nice view out the window, put the steering wheel back, and turn off the parking brake, and I think, yeah, we should be good to go. Check it out. I'm driving! So I'm going to take it easy for our first run. Oh yeah, one other thing. Hold on. Before I go, I'm not doing any passengers right now, as I said, but if you don't know the route, it can be really difficult to know where to go and where the stops are. I mean, well, obviously you can see like this H here is a stop sign. It's stands for Haltestelle, which is German for bus stop. But if you're just driving the route for the first time, you really don't know where the bus stops are. And so what's helpful to do is go to the menu, and again, I know you can't see it, but in the menu bar at the top, there's a yellow arrow. There's a little yellow arrow with a red question mark above it. If you click on that, the game shows you this. So it'll start showing you the names of all the station stops. So this is Einsteindorf Krankenhaus. So that is really helpful if you are playing the game or playing a specific route for the first time and you're not familiar with it, because that will show you where the stops are. Obviously in real life you couldn't do that, but you know, it makes the game a little bit easier. You can see there's a woman here sitting at the bus stop waiting to be picked up by a bus, but unfortunately I am doing a training run. I will not be picking her up at the moment, so and of course you don't want to get too crazy, because you know we're driving a bus. Don't want to. It's not a racing game. There is a schedule. You do want to make sure that you see. It's nice that the arrow there shows that you turn to the right. So oh yeah. Speaking of turning, let me. So if you press numeric keypad 7 and 9, watch what happens to the lever on the left. So this is 7. And that's 9. See, that controls the indicator lights. So now I should have my right turn indicator lights on. And indeed I do. See, the right turn indicator light is flashing. So yeah, 7 and 9 on the keypad. Gotta watch out for the... Okay, the light's just turning green. In Europe... Oops. Turning right is difficult in this game. I'll talk more about that a bit later. In Europe, as you might have noticed, traffic lights usually are not on the far side of the intersection. That's something that's different as opposed to the US. In America, in North America, there are usually traffic lights on the far side of the intersection as well as the near side. So if you're right up against the intersection, you can still see the traffic lights on the other side. In Europe, you kind of have to stay a little bit away from the intersection, because if you stop like right at the intersection, you won't see the traffic light anymore. You won't be able to see if the light is green or red, because you're like kind of beside it, and it's really hard to tell if you have a green light or not, or a red light. So yeah, be wary of that. Okay, so let me explain something now quickly. So I'm going to turn right here again. Hopefully the yellow arrow is telling me that I turn to the right. Oh, and in Europe there's no right on red. In the US, usually you can turn right on a red light if there's no traffic coming. That pretty much doesn't exist in Europe. A red light really means stop, even if you're turning right. Anyway, so turning right in this game is surprisingly difficult. Turning left is usually not a huge problem, but turning right is very difficult, because what happens is, since the bus is so long, if you're used to other PC driving games, you will probably hit the right side of the bus on the curb. Like, you'll probably run over the curb with the right side of the bus because you're not used to such a long vehicle. So let me do what comes naturally to me. As somebody who's played a lot of PC driving games, I'm going to do what comes naturally to me now, and I'm going to turn like this. And see, I'm already in trouble. Let me show you what's happened. See that? See what I did? Oh, I actually knocked over the sign. Oh dear. So this is what happens if you play a lot of PC driving games and you're not used to driving a bus. Most driving games, this would be okay, but in this game, it's not okay. You can see I'm way too close to the curb. I turned way too close. So what you need to do is actually, well, I'll show you at the next intersection when I turn right. For now, I just need to, let me try to clear this intersection without, oh, this is gonna be difficult now because I've got like this truck right in front of me. Hold on, can I get out of here without creating too much? Okay. Fortunately, I kind of turned over into the oncoming traffic lane, but fortunately the lane was clear. If there had been traffic there, I would have been in trouble, but, well, more trouble than I'm already in. Alright, so, let's see. And again, keep an eye on your speed. It's not a racing game. You need to, drive at a moderate pace. In fact, I'm not sure what the speed limit here is. I'm guessing the speed limit here is probably 60 kilometers per hour. Alright, so I turn right here again. So let me show you how you turn right in this game, or how I turn right in this game, and how you're probably supposed to turn right in this game. I think how you're supposed to turn right in this game. So that blue sign with the vertical white line on it, you can see that's a dead end sign. So that's telling me don't go in there, or go in there if you want to hit a dead end, but like if you want. Okay, so we have a green light now. So what you do, you turn kind of left into the intersection. Well, okay, it's hard because there's this truck here now, but you turn left like this, and then you turn hard to the right, like go into the intersection and turn really hard to the, and you know what? I think I still messed it up. I still messed it up. Wow. It needs a lot of practice. Like, you might be surprised how much practice you need to turn right in this game. And again, turning left is not as bad, because turning left you have lots of room. Turning left you cross over the whole intersection, so you've got like the whole intersection to yourself once traffic is cleared. But turning right, golly, it is like seriously one of the hardest things to do in this game. It's unbelievable. All right, so this is where we were before. This is where what we were looking at when I started this video. So this is, again, this is not the hospital. This is the other side of the video. This is, yeah, it says here terminus. So if we were going to stop here now, like if I had passengers, I would stop here and say, okay, everybody out, the bus stops here, end of the line. And then after a few minutes, I would do this. I would come back here, and here starts the line 76 to the Krankenhaus, to the hospital. And this stop is called, what is it called? Nordspitze, I think. Yeah, Nordspitze Bauernhof. Yeah, that's right. This is a Bauernhof, not a Krankenhaus. So this is so a Bauernhof is a farm. That's right. So this is the Nordspitze farm here, and the Krankenhaus, the hospital, is way on the other side of the map. So so that's it. That's how you drive the bus. That's the basics of driving the bus. Oh, interesting that they actually use real. You can see, so here you can see the name of the bus stop there, a Bauernhof on the bus shelter there. Interesting. I just realized they're actually using real brands, because that logo there that's on the bus shelter there is actually it is actually the logo of one of the best known advertising companies in Germany that actually sells advertising on places like that, like on bus shelters and in transit train stations and places like that. I didn't realize they had real, like actual real life advertising in this game. I guess they do. Okay, so that's it. That's basically how you drive the bus. Let me just check. Did I miss anything? I just want to make sure that I think those are at least those are certainly the most important things. I mean, like I said, we took a walk around the, or not a walk, but a drive around the block. So that was fairly okay. That wasn't too bad. So I'm gonna, just for funsies, since I know that some people will probably want to see it, I'll just go crazy. I'll go totally GTA now, and I will just I'll just race. I'm just gonna race as fast as I can to back to the hospital. And it's going to be easier now because I'll be turning left most of the way. It's hard when you're turning right because you keep turning right over the curb, but like I said, turning left in this game is actually a lot easier. So I'm going to, whoops, oh, I think I just knocked over a, whoopsie daisy. I just knocked over a, oh no, bus drivers gone wild, part 4. Alright. Yeah, I mean, it's a bus, so you don't get, even if you just go totally crazy with the gas pedal, you don't get, like, really incredible performance with it. But, let's see. Oh. Well, that gentleman, oh, he just passed right through through the dashboard. Now he's frowning at me very disapprovingly. Why did you do that? The Whoremaster das getan. Crash, you have knocked over a pedestrian. Your velocity exceeded 5 kilometers per hour, so the pedestrian was hurt seriously. This incident will be added to your personnel file. This is actually a wrong usage of velocity. They're citing the speed, but not the distance, so it's just a magnitude, so it's actually just speed, not velocity. A lot of people think that velocity is the same as speed, but it is not. Okay, so we're going to turn left here anyway, so can I get... My bus is busily disentangling itself from a sign that I... Oh, bumpy roads. Looks like they're bumpy roads. Okay, I'm back on track. I'm gonna get to that hospital if it's the last thing I do. Yes, Krankenhaus. Alright. And yeah, you can just run into cars and... Oh, I think actually... Did I miss that car? I didn't hear any collision. Okay, I might have actually missed that car somehow. But yeah, you can run into cars and things... There we go. Okay, well, I don't think I missed that car. Or that one. Oh, what happened? So they don't have any audio? It's interesting. For some reason, the game's audio cut out. I don't know why that happened. Oh, and here we go. Here's... Alright, here we go. Here's a bus. Okay, so let's do this now. Hold on. Why do I have no audio? Why did the sound cut out? That's very strange. Did the... I do not know why that happened. It's peculiar. Never had that happen before. All right, so yeah. So see, this bus next to me, that is a matrix display. That's something you can only set using the electronic IBIS inside the bus. So since I'm not bothering with the IBIS, I wouldn't be able to drive that kind of bus unless, well, unless I wasn't interested in taking passengers. But I'm going to try to take some passengers now. But I don't know why I don't have audio. It's very very troubling. I guess that's probably a bug in the game. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to quit the game for a second and restart it because for whatever reason it seems to have taken a bit of leave of its senses. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to restart the game here quickly and hope that I get audio this time. Okay, there we go. I hear audio. And that bus, is that bus going to hit me? What I actually wanted to do... Oh, that bus is picking up a passenger. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, he's stopped. Let me see. Can I usurp that guy's role? Because what I actually want to do is start hauling some passengers. So I'm going to pull up here and block that guy. He was probably about to pick up these passengers, but sorry, I beat him to the punch. Now, I think you can set the roll sign. Well, let me see. Let me try, actually. Can I? I think this is the roll sign here. It's not working. I don't remember how it works. I thought you can set it here. There's some kind of way to... There's some kind of way to set it from here. Okay, I'm going to be cheap and just set it with the menu. So if you go to the menu, there's an icon with a number 92 and a red arrow on it. If you click on that, you can just manually put in the line number. So I'm just going to type in the line number and say my terminus is the, let's see, what was it? The Bauernhof, that's right. So there we go. So is that set correct? Yeah, so you can see it's set there on my bus now. What is... Wait, is it 72? Hold on, what line number is it? What is the line number here? It doesn't show... Oh, 76. Okay, so this is line number 76, as you can see on the sign there. Okay, I need to set 76. Hold on. So, set 76, and my terminus is the Bauernhof. Why is it not... It doesn't show my destination. So it set the 76 on the roll sign, which is nice, but it didn't set the destination. That's why people... When you have the right destination set, people will start walking toward your bus because they want to get on. But I... hold on. Did I... Hold on. Do I need to say 076? I might need to say 076. Okay, well that... Okay, so now it shows 076, but... Hold on. Why does it not show my destination? That's very concerning. Concerning. Let's see, Nordspitze. How about that? It's not working. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me check my controls quickly. You can manually crank the roll sign. I just didn't want to do that, but let me see. What's the control to manually crank the roll sign? Page up and page down. Really? Yeah, I don't want to... Okay, so this is actually controlling one digit at a time. Okay, so page 1 and page down does one digit at a time. That's nice. I just need to select... Oh, you get all these other fancy stuff like a red 1 as well. Come on. Is it still scrolling? I think it's still scrolling. I think it's just like an infinite paper tape that just keeps scrolling. So, or am I wrong? Did I actually hit the end of it? I can't tell. I thought that I guess, okay. All right. I guess if I'd gone on long enough, it would have rolled around, but I thought, I saw white for so long, I thought that it had locked, but I guess it was in the process of rolling around. So yeah, there's other stuff. Yeah, like that school symbol. That's for a school bus. If you're driving a school bus, then you'd show that little girl. N is for night routes. If you're driving like the night route. Oh, now that guy's stealing all my passengers. That guy's stealing all my passengers because he... hold on, what does he show on his bus? Yeah, Nordspitze Bauernhof. That figures... Okay. So I need to figure out how to change... Okay, I see. Okay, so you select the different parts of the roll sign by pressing F5 through F8. So F5, F6, F7, and F8. So if I, for example, press F6 now, yeah, that's now rolling the middle part. F7, And now page up and page down, roll that part, and F8. Why is my roll sign not working? Why is the whole thing with the terminus and so on not? That thing in the middle there, that part to the right of the 98 that you see now, that's supposed to show my bus's final destination. And it is not rolling. I am very displeased. I do not understand why this is happening. It's supposed to show... well, something. It's not showing anything. I have never had this happen before. Why does this happen? Let's see. Yeah, so here you can see... I mean, this obviously has something to do with the roll sign. I just don't know what the relation is between the... between what you see outside and what's happening here. I don't get it. Can I steal that guy's bus? I think you can actually change actual bus. Yeah. Can I... hold on, let's see. So I've switched to this bus here, but I don't know... yeah, this bus is controlled by the AI, so I can actually play around with stuff. Like I can play around with the heating and cooling, for example, but I can't actually control the steering itself because the AI is controlling that. How do I seize control of an AI-controlled bus? I think there's a way to do it, but let me see. Is there a key? Gosh. I am... oh, wait, I think I got it. Here we go. Okay, I got it. So in the menu above, again, I apologize you can't see it, but in the menu above, there's a little icon. It has the letters PC on it next to a human head and then like a red arrow between them. So it's like showing you can switch between PC control and human control. Okay, so now if I click on that, it asks, do you want to drive the selected bus with its schedule? I'll say yes, and there we go. Now I'm controlling this bus. I took control of this bus. Okay, and I could switch it back to AI control. I clicked on the same button again, but let's go ahead and take control of this guy's bus. Let's take these passengers hostage just a little bit. I'm just joking. I'll be. You can hear the passengers complaining because I crashed into that sign, but I didn't have much of a choice. I didn't really have a good way to get out of that situation without hitting something with a huge bus like this. I think probably... hold on, I'm just going to stop for a second. If you look behind me... oh, do you not see the... oh, I guess on this bus you don't see the passengers on this bus. You have to look in the mirror. Do you... let's see... oh, they're actually all still sitting. Usually when you do stuff like that, the passengers will start getting up and start trying to get off the bus, but I guess they didn't in this case. They're troopers. They're sticking around for the long haul. All right, let's keep going. Oh yeah, let me turn on the... there we go. Turn on the yellow arrows so we can see where we're going. All right, and I will try to not screw up too much. And hey, here we go. Here are some passengers. So let's go ahead and stop here. And what should happen is passengers should... hold on, let me see. Are they... yeah, there we go. So what you do is you press... so she wants a Tageskarte. Hold on, I'm going to press P to pause just for a second. So what I did there was I pressed minus on the numeric keypad to activate what's called the... wait, what is it called? the passenger brake, I think, or something like that. Yeah, it's called the bus stop brake or the station brake. So you press the minus sign on the numeric keypad to activate that. Basically what that does, it works kind of like a parking brake, but it also enables the doors to open. It basically means that you can open those front doors to let passengers in. And then you press slash and star on the numeric keypad to open both doors. I'll talk more about that in a second. But right now I just want to sell this woman her ticket. So this is the selling part. Now you can turn this off. If you don't like this part, you can actually turn this off in the options. Some people find this is boring, but I like it. It adds to the whole kind of realism experience of being a bus driver. So this woman wants to buy a ticket from me. So she said she wants a Tageskarte, which means a day, like an all-day ticket, so she can ride all day with the same ticket on that one ticket. So the ticket costs 9 DM. This game, of course, is set in Germany before the euro really became a thing. So Germany, at this point in history, is using the Deutsche Mark or the DM. So her ticket, this woman's ticket, will cost 9 DM. So what I need to do is I need to, let's see, what's she giving me? She's giving me 5. Oh, she's giving me exact change, I think. Hold on. She gave me 5, 6, 7. Oh, and that's a 2-cent piece. So, okay, so she gave me exact change. So I don't need to make change for her. That's fine. So I'll just click on the TN there. There we go. That's a Tageskarte. Actually zoom in on these for a second. So yeah, so you can see the TN is a Tageskarte. It's an all-day card. There's a U is a regular Fahrschein. The K is for a Kurzstrecke, which means a short distance ticket. And then here's Ermäßigungstarif and Ermäßigungstarif Kurzstrecke, which is basically for students or seniors, people who have discounts on tickets. And you can see the prices there. So this one costs 9 DM. This is 1.70 DM, 2.70, 120, and 170. So yeah, if you need to make change, you can click on these things here. Like these will dispense coins and things like that. You can give, people change here. But I didn't need to do that because the woman actually gave me exact change. She was nice. So I know passengers are getting annoyed because they want me to drive off and not just stand here, but I'm going to just talk for a second. So as I said, once you activate the bus stop brake, the slash sign on the numeric keypad opens the left door like that. See, so you open and close the one door like that with that key. And then the star on the numeric keypad obviously opens the right door and closes it like that. So in general, I always open both doors and close both doors. I'm not really aware of any reason why you might want to open one of them. So I just hit both keys at once and bam, open both doors. And then when you're done, close both doors. And then when they're closed, press minus again to turn off the bus stop brake, and we are good to go. Just need to wait for this red light to clear. Don't forget the turn signal. Press 9 on the numeric keypad to activate your turn signal, and wait for the light to turn green. All right. My turn signal's on, isn't it? Yes, it is. You can see the right turn signal flashing there. All right. So, and actually, I can hear the ticking. It's very quiet, but you can hear the soft ticking of the turn signal as it ticks its way through life. This is a long red light. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I need to turn super, super wide. I'm going to go crazy wide like this. And now in the middle of the intersection, I'm going to steer hard right. I'm going to stop here just for a second. Let's see how I did. See, that's how you do it. In first-person view, it looks kind of extreme, but if you actually look at what the bus does, you kind of need to be extreme. You need to be crazy like that. You need to turn crazy wide or you're going to hit the curb. All right, so that was actually a fairly well-executed right turn. That was actually not too bad. You need to turn a lot wider than you would intuitively think that you have to turn your first time. Like if you're doing it for the first time, you intuitively would think that's way too far. That's just going crazy. But no, that's actually pretty much. I might have actually overdone it just a little bit, but not that much. You pretty much have to do it kind of like that. I think people are complaining because my driving's a bit choppy. Problem is I'm playing with a keyboard. There's no analog control for the gas pedal. The gas pedal is basically just on or off. So. All right, I need to stop here. I have a passenger here who wants to get on. So, let's see now. Open door. Let the passengers on.
Eine Karte für eine Kurzstrecke, bitte.
Ah, she wants a Fahrschein Kurzstrecke. So let's see. So she gave me 2 DM and wait, did she give me? Oh, okay. So she gave me 2 DM and oh, it actually shows. So the ticket price is 170. She gave me 2.
Hallo, entschuldigen Sie?
Ja, ja, ja. Bitte haben Sie ein bisschen Geduld, meine Fräulein.
Ich habe einen
So,
falschen Fahrschein von Ihnen bekommen.
nein, es ist doch richtig.
Entschuldigen Sie?
Ah, Entschuldigung. Sie wollen die Kurzstrecke. Okay.
Entschuldigen Sie?
She wants that one. Okay, sorry.
Entschuldigen Sie.
And then she needs 30 cents change. So you can just press the 30 here, and
Ich habe einen falschen Fahrschein von Ihnen bekommen.
oh no, sorry. She needs the Kurzstrecke. That's the K, of course. There we go. Okay, so when you give them the right ticket and the right change, they just take their ticket and change and leave. All right. All right. Well, that lady got a bit annoyed with me, but I think she was right to do so. I gave her the wrong ticket twice. Yeah, obviously you need to be a lot faster than that. Obviously, once you get some practice selling tickets, you'll be a lot faster than that. But you know, if you're just starting out, you'll need a while to get used to it. I played this game a fair bit when I first got it, something like almost 10 years ago. But I haven't played this game in a long time. As you can see, I'm very rusty. I'm extremely rusty. So I need to relearn a lot of things. And the whole thing about selling tickets and stuff, the different ticket types and what they cost and how to do the whole giving passengers change and stuff like that. I need to practice that. All right. I'm just looking at the light. Yeah, this messes me up when I'm driving in Germany in real life as well. Just the fact that you can't, like, if you drive a little bit more forward like this. Okay, you're not supposed to drive this far forward, but now you can't see the traffic light anymore. Like, you literally can't really see. Okay, we can kind of see. Okay, I kind of saw, but I barely saw that it turned green. So it's kind of crazy. All right, did I overdo it here? I think I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay there. Do these people want to get on? Oh, I guess these people want to get on the bus. Hold on. I didn't even realize these people want to get on the bus. Whoops. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me the... There we go.
Hallo.
Hallo.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Okay, nobody wanted to buy a ticket from me. Probably a good thing. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Where am I? My view is all messed up now. Alright, so where are we going? You can see there's a lot to keep track of. I mean, it seems deceptively simple, but if you're just doing it for the first time, boy, it can get pretty challenging. Oh, I think somebody wants to... Hold on. I think somebody wants to stop here. I was going to just blast past through because I didn't see anybody standing there, but then I realized, I think... Let me just check. Yeah, see? People are getting off. A lot of people are getting off. I think people are getting off the bus because they're not happy with my driving, because normally this many people wouldn't get off, but people are unhappy about how I'm driving the bus, and that's why so many people are getting off. There is... And see, the rear doors close automatically when there are no more passengers. So, okay. That yellow light there on your console, that is the stop request light. That tells you if a passenger has pushed a button to request to stop. If you... Oh. Well, that woman was crossing in front of the... I should have stopped for that. In real life, I would have stopped for that woman, but in the game, I don't really have the patience for that now. I'm already running quite late, I think. Basically, you want to stop to let somebody on if you see somebody waiting at the stop at the bus stop. Also, you want to stop to let somebody off if you see that the yellow light is on. If you see that the stop request light is on. If the light is off, if that yellow light is off and there's nobody standing at the bus stop, you can just drive past the bus stop. You don't have to stop at every single bus stop. You stop only if somebody wants to get on or off. So see, the light just came on. So people don't really need to push at the last stop because the bus will stop at the last stop anyway, but people sometimes do. So somebody pushed the button saying they want to get off here, so I'll go ahead and stop here at the terminus. And push the... There we go. Oh, and it actually shows me... I don't think you can see it. No, unfortunately, it's a pop-up window, so you don't see it. But because I just ran that whole route, it actually, and I just stopped at the last stop here, it actually shows me the planned arrival times and the actual arrival times. I'm quite late. I'm like 4 minutes. I left like 4 minutes late, and I arrived about 7 minutes late. So Not very good. Not a good performance. But I mean, considering that I'm still very noob at this, like I don't play this game professionally or anything like that. It's actually, like I said, it's a game I've not played in a long time, and it's still coming back to me. I'm still needing to get used to all the stuff. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's basically all that you need to know to play the game, other than the IBIS. I didn't show how to use the IBIS. I think I'm going to skip it for this video because it's kind of boring. It's just like a lot of codes and things that you have to punch in. I'm just going to skip that, to be honest. Everything else, I think I have pretty well covered. I think. I think I showed everything. Yeah, I think I showed pretty much all the basics of the game. So let's do this. Since we've now gone through this Grundorf kind of training area, let's go ahead and do the real thing. Let's go ahead and go back to the menu. I'm going to say, let's do it. I'm going to say, let's do Berlin-Spandau, 1989. From Spandau-Freudstraße to Heerstraße Stadtgrenze. So, Spandau is in West Berlin. It was part of West Berlin when there was East and West Germany. And so we're going to drive across the former West Berlin from Spandau, which is on the west side of West Berlin, to the Heerstraße border with East Berlin. So close to where they had the border with East Berlin and East Germany. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and give this a go. I'm probably not going to do very well, but let's see how I do. This will be fun. This will be an experiment. An experiment. I like experiments. All right, if the game wants to kindly load. The game takes a while to load. I guess the game maps are kind of big, so it takes a while to load the different environments. And has the game crashed? I can't tell if the game's crashed or if it's just taking a long time to load because... So this map that we've just seen, this Grundorf map, it's pretty small. It's really small. It's just a few stops. It's a very small map. It loads relatively quickly. It loads in a few seconds. But now we're loading like basically the whole city of West Berlin. So that's obviously a much larger map. It's obviously going to take a lot longer to load. I think it's still loading. It says load tile file. So I think it's still loading like the textures for the graphics. It just takes a lot longer to load because it's a much larger map. So let's give it a little bit of time. How's everyone doing today? You all ready to ride the bus? All ready to see the West? See the glorious West Berlin that everybody wanted to go to back in the time when the Berlin Wall was still standing? I hope that we'll get to see it. I hope that the game will actually load. Like it's taking an inordinately long time to load the tile files. Actually, a little worried that I'm a little worried that the game has crashed. I feel like it shouldn't be taking this long. Oh, I think we're seeing some reaction. Oh, now it says loading textures. Okay, so it's moved on from loading tile files. Now it's loading textures. There we go. Hey, check it out. There is Berlin-Spandau train station in beautiful West Berlin, not far from the border with East Germany on this side. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see. How do I? There is also a way to move the map around, but I actually forget how to move. I know how to pan, but I forget how to actually move like your position. Wow, look at all these taxis lined up. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and create a bus. I will add a bus for myself. And this time, let's choose something a little bit more fancy. Oh no, but if I choose something more fancy, I'll need to figure out the IBIS routes for it. Let's just skip it. Let's just go with something Let's just go with an old-fashioned bus. All right, so let's go ahead and start it here at Rathaus Spandau, which means the Spandau City Hall, which is where we are here. All right, so here we go. So this is the terminus, the last station on the line. This is Rathaus Spandau U-Bahn-Station, so it's the subway station, Rathaus Spandau. So what line? We're taking the line 92, I believe. Is that right? Let me make sure. So the game simulates, I believe, line 92. I don't think it simulates the other line. Oder? Let's see. I'm going to check what other buses are active here. So yeah, so there's, yes, okay, so it's definitely line 92 that we want. Can I see what other buses have on their signs? Because I'd like to, let's see. If I just drive on a little bit, maybe we'll see. So I'm going to start the bus again. So I'll press E to turn on the electronics. M to start the motor. Period to turn off the parking brake. And I think... oh, I need to press D to engage drive. And away we go. We can already start... whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? What the heck happened there? Oh, I hit the curb. Okay. I should have known. What does that sign say? Oh, Betriebshaltestelle. Oh, okay. So this is a service stop, not necessarily this is not a passenger stop. Okay. So I didn't need to stop here. Let's keep going. And oh, hold on. Turn on the oh no, I turned them off. There we go. Now I've turned on the signs showing where stuff is. So, okay, let's see. Can I make it to that bus stop without crashing the bus? Let's check. There's an Imbissstand there, but we don't have time for snacks today. We're on a mission to carry passengers. All right, what route is this? So this is... so let's do Route 92. Going... oh... I want to run Route 92. Going to... didn't we say it was... Herrenstraße, Stadtgrenze or something like that? Need to find it in the drop-down list. Again, I apologize you can't see it, but there's like a huge drop-down list of possible bus stops here. I need to pick the one that I'm going to show on my roll sign so that people will get on my bus. Right, so it's Heerstraße, but I need Heerstraße Stadtgrenze because... oh, that's interesting. Oh, Stadtgrenze is a stop all its own. Okay, so I'm going to say line 92 or 092, terminus is Stadtgrenze, which means city border. Now the question is, oh yeah, look, see, people are walking towards my bus because they want to get on now. People are expectantly waiting to board my bus. So let's go ahead and press the minus to engage the bus stop brake and then the two keys to open the doors and these...
Hallo.
Hallo.
Ich hätte gerne eine Tageskarte.
Ah, sie möchte eine Tageskarte. Okay, she paid with exact change. Very nice. So I'll just give her the Tageskarte and collect her money, and it's done. And this lady wants a regular Fahrschein, so I'll give her that one. So she needs 2 DM and 30 cents change. So I'll say, hold on.
Glaube, ich bekomme noch was.
Yeah, ich weiß. So 2 DM and 30 cents change. There you go. And I'll take her. It says you can, yeah, give her too little change. I didn't finish giving her change yet. All right. I need to get faster at that. Obviously, I'm very bad at that. And these other passengers are sitting around because they're waiting for a different line. But that's fine. We'll drive the line that I've programmed in. We can do this. You can do it! So, let's see. That goes to the Terminus Galenstrasse. I believe we are not going that way. We'll just stay where we are and drive straight through this intersection. And the reason the auto keeps cutting out is because I keep checking my recording software just to make sure that the recording is still going without any issue. And when I switch windows, it stops the audio for a second. Oh, you know what? I've done it again. I can't see the traffic lights. Oh, there we go. I can see the light over there. Okay, that's fine. It just turned green. So let's... There we go. Yep, now you can see 92 towards Richtung Stadtgrenze is where we are. So I'll just stay in this lane. And that yellow light just came on, which means somebody wants to stop at the next bus station, or at the next bus stop. So, let's go ahead and drive through this intersection very carefully, and we will allow passengers to disembark here. What station? What stop is this? I don't see the name. Oh, the name's kind of... Brunsbütteler Damm. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. I ran over the curb. That was bad. Alright.
Hallo.
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 Es ist richtig kalt hier drin.
Oh. The woman said it's...
Fahrschein, bitte.
Yeah, moment. So she wants a regular Fahrschein, and then she will need 30 cents change. There we go. See, I'm getting faster already. So this guy wants a regular Fahrschein, and he will need 30 cents and 7 DM in change. How do you give him 7?
Noch Rückgeld?
4 and 3. There we go. 3 plus 4 is 7. That woman must be waiting for a different bus. Alright. Alright. That woman complained that it's really cold in the bus here. Actually, hold on. Before I go driving, let me see. How do I... You can fiddle around with the temperature here. You can turn this up, and then you need to... What? How do you... Is that actually... One of these... I don't know. I don't know how to work the air controls. There's obviously you need to turn on the heating to make it warmer in the bus, but I don't remember how. All right, sorry folks if it's a little too cold here. I don't know how to work the heating on the bus. All right, let's move on. Oh, red light. Red light means stop. I do know that much. I'm not a good driver, but I know that much. And see what it does? Like, this is true in real life as well. Like, I noticed in real life, the traffic lights always seem to end up, like, right behind the A-pillar of the vehicle, so you can't actually see... You literally, like can't see when you have what color traffic light you have. Like, I have this problem in real life driving in Germany as well. So, yeah, it's kind of true to life in that respect, I guess. Alright, let's see. Where's the next stop? I guess it's where those... Oh, no, we turn... Okay, we turn right here. There's no stop here. This is a right turn. We're going to Stadtgrenze, so we need to turn right here at the light. It's going to be a difficult turn because it's a huge intersection, so I'll need to cautiously turn really wide. I can't just start turning left as I did in Grunwald because that will cause me to probably run into traffic that's in the lane to the left of me, so I'll just have to kind of turn massively wide across this intersection here. Fortunately, this is like a wide intersection, I think, so I think we should be okay, but gosh. All right. I'm going to turn left just a little bit, and I should really yield for those pedestrians, but I did not. Whoops. I think I still hit the curb with my rear wheel, but okay. This is Seeburger Straße. Let's go ahead and stop here, and some passengers will want to disembark, and I think this guy wants to get on. Is he getting on through the back? Oh, no, he just... Okay, he's... Wait, hold on. I didn't open my doors. Oh, nobody's getting on, are they? Oh, for some reason I thought that guy was going to get on the bus, but he didn't. He just kind of walked away. And this woman's not getting on either. She's... okay, she's strolling around. Okay. Okay, nobody's getting on. That's fine. Some people got off, but nobody got on. That's okay too. Yeah, the game sometimes hangs up a little bit. I think it's just my laptop being... I'm just playing this on an old laptop. It's not the most powerful PC you've ever seen in your life. So yeah, it is gonna lag a little bit on even on an old game like this sometimes, because, you know, just these graphics, man. I mean, look at these wonderful graphics that we've got going here. I mean, these are really like 21st century graphics. Alright, the yellow light just came on, which means somebody will want to stop at the next stop. I do not like driving in very narrow places like this when there's a row of cars parked parked along the side of the street. I hate that. I always feel like I'm going to hit them. Alright, so we're going to stop here at Seegtstraße. Alright, you folks are getting on? Morgen.
Hallo.
Sie möchten eine Tageskarte? Ja, gerne. Und ein DM Oh.
Ich brauche eine Kurzstrecke, bitte.
Ja, Kurzstrecke, sehr gerne.
Stimmt das so hier? Ich glaube, das ist ein bisschen zu viel.
Ja, Moment. Hold on.
Entschuldigung, da fehlt ja wohl noch Rückgeld.
Ja, warte kurz bitte. So, €3 and 30 cents. There we go. Okay. I need to get better at that whole making change thing. You got to be fast. You just got to be fast. Like snap, snap, and it's done. I'm not good at that. All right. I just realized I'm also not doing my turn signals. When you stop, you're supposed to turn on your right turn signal, the signal that you're going to pull over at the next stop, and I'm not doing that. And then when you drive out, you're supposed to use your left turn signal to indicate that you're turning back into the street. You're doing an Anfahrt back into traffic from being stopped on the side of the street. I'm not doing that. It's actually something I need to get into the habit of doing if I'm going to be a professional bus driver in OMSI, or in real life as well. I think I'm going too fast here. I have a feeling that I'm going over the speed limit for this small little side residential street. What is this? Pavezineweg? I didn't quite see the name, but that's okay. Alright.
Hallo.
Hallo. Alright. Alright. Routine stop. Nothing untoward happened there. Yeah, Pavezineweg or something like that. Actually, yeah, tatsächlich. It's kind of a curious name for a street, in my opinion, but... And in Germany, just as in North America, yeah. People are annoyed because my driving is a little bit rough. It's hard to drive with a keyboard. Come on, folks, give me some credit. Halt die Fresse! Mit einer Tastatur zu fahren ist schwierig, okay? Ihr hättet das nicht besser schaffen können. Mann. Alright. Patiently waiting at a red light for the light to turn green. Without a care in the world, I'm just Bob, the happy German bus driver in Berlin, waiting for the red light to turn green so we can see the Ampelmann getting into his walking pose again. Hey, what's going on here, buddy? Cutting me off with your Mercedes there? Alright, this is Knobelsdorfstraße or something close to that. Alright, let's go ahead and let these people on.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. You can see there are not that many models for people. Like some of the people, a lot of the people look exactly identical because there are only like 10 different person models in the game. It's a little underdone. One thing, by the way, just a little curiosity. If you want to announce the station names, you can use the pedal here. See this foot pedal on the floor? If you push that, this is now simulating doing like a live announcement in the bus. So you can say, nächste Haltestelle, Seebeckerstraße. And that's how you do it on a real bus. If you want to be really realistic, you can do it like that. The game doesn't care. Like, the game doesn't actually check if you do that or not, but you're supposed to do that. If your IBIS is not working, which means that the electronic system is not automatically announcing the stations, then you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do it manually and, you know, make announcements with your voice saying what the next stop is. Obviously, I'm not doing that. But you can do it if you want to. Alright, what do we have going on here? So Stadtgrenze is to the left, so I will conscientiously turn on my left indicator light. And yeah, see how easy it is to turn left in this game? You've got this whole big intersection to yourself. You just turn left across that and boom, done. Oh, it's so easy to turn left in this game. It's just turning right that's really a nightmare sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna wait behind this guy here, this guy with the Neupad advertising. What is Neupad? Is that? I can't read what Neupad is. But that's okay. Wait for my colleague to finish his bus stop. And okay, a few people got off, but nobody's getting on, so that's fine. Are they done? Yeah, they're done getting off. So we can close the doors and resume our long journey. Are you ready for your long journey? You can't go home, Celso. You're in West Berlin. But don't worry. Everybody here is just as West Berlin as you. Yeah, that whole... Actually, that just might work. I was going to say that whole Manny Calavera OMSI crossover thing isn't really working, but maybe I'm just the person to write like a Manny Calavera OMSI bus driver / fiction fanfic story. Maybe I should do that. That would be a good idea. That would definitely be up my alley. Alright. My colleague in front of me has just made another stop here, so I'm gonna guess that I will not have oh, this is Obstallee, the fruit alley. It's kind of funny. Come on, stop the bus. Sheesh. I'm gonna guess that people here will not be getting on, because if people did want to travel this way, they would have gotten on that bus that's ahead of me. This sometimes happens in real life, of course. You'll have like two buses which are right in front of each other, and so the bus in front will get all the passengers, and the bus in the back just kind of lags behind with hardly anybody on board, because everybody's in a hurry. They want to get on the foremost bus, even though you'd probably get a lot more room on the bus behind it. Okay, going to Stadtgrenze, so we turn left here, and I need to wait. I need to yield to oncoming traffic, so I will do that. I will wait for this brown car to pass by. Oh, he's turning right anyway, but okay. Alright, here we go. Left turn. We can do this. Yes, successfully executed left turn. Well done. I think that was in my opinion, if I do say so myself, that was a very good left turn, actually. In all seriousness, like, not even joking, I think that was a fairly good left turn. Alright, what are we doing here? I need to turn either left or right. Which way is Stadtgrenze? I can't read from here. Oh, to the left is the Stadtgrenze depot. But we're not going to the depot. We're doing line 90. Oh, no, it's Spandau depot. Okay, I'm not going to the Spandau depot. I'm doing Route 92, going to Stadtgrenze. So here I will turn wide, as we saw before at Grondorf. And that was, okay, that was actually a successfully executed wide right turn. That actually didn't go too badly. Alright, let's pull up to the stop here at Sandstraße. And some other street, which I didn't see the name of. And let's see, does anybody want to get on? No, a couple people got off, but that's okay. Alright, close the doors. And we are on our way. I went over the curb. That's unfortunate. I'm just making all kinds of mistakes today, but considering that it's been something like 10 years since I last ran this route, I think I hope I can be excused for some mistakes. I need to get used to the route and the whole mechanisms and mechanics of everything. I just wanted to show you folks what it's like to drive a bus in OMSI. Hopefully you have an idea of what it's like now. Like I said, it's not as easy as it looks, but once you get used to it, you can make it look easy. I'm not making it look easy. I'm really bumbling it quite badly, obviously, but you can make it look easy if you get really skilled at being an OMSI bus driver. Oh! This is a right turn lane. I should not be here because I'm going to Stadtgrenze, and Mr. Transport is blocking the road. Oh dear, Mr. Transport, why you do this? Okay. Oh, he's moving on. Alright. Magistratsweg. Okay, or Magistratsweg. Alright. Let's go ahead and stop here. One or a couple guys got off, but that's it. This guy here is really patient. He's just kind of sitting around, and he is not bothered by anything. Are these people getting on?
Morgen.
Ah, Morgan. I didn't even realize it. This thing here is a ticket puncher. Those people punch their tickets to mark that they got on the bus at this stop at that time. You need to have a valid punch ticket normally in the bus to. So those people had already bought tickets before, and they just punched their tickets to show that they got on the bus. If they fail to do so, they can be fined. If a ticket inspector will come into the bus later and check people's tickets and see that they don't have tickets, those people will be fined for not having valid tickets. Your ticket's not valid if it's not punched. So here, nobody's waiting. Yeah, nobody's waiting at the station, and the yellow light is not on, so we can just blast through that station, through that bus stop without stopping there. That's fine. Okay, the yellow light came on, so somebody will want to stop at the next stop, where I think I see our friendly other bus also stopped. So yeah, he's letting passengers off. He or she, but probably he. I think most of the bus drivers in this game are male. Uh-oh. Oh, it's shoes. Neupet Schuhe. Okay. Neupet is a... Oh, I got too close to the curb again. I need to stop doing that. Good gracious. Alright. Oh, everybody got off. I think people are getting off my bus because they're fed up with my driving. Like I said, passengers will actually start getting off the bus if they don't like how you drive. Which is kind of funny because presumably they didn't intend to get off at this stop, so I don't know. Are they just going to walk the rest of the way? I guess they will. Alright, so how far is it to Stadtgrenze? I can't be too much farther, right? Hold on. I can't... Okay. We keep going here. That stop is Heimeweg, but we keep going here for 92 Stadtgrenze. Oh, and here we turn right, just as that guy's doing. That guy must be running the same line we are, so... Alright. We can just follow him, I guess. And... as I said, he'll probably take most of our passengers. Like, we won't have many passengers to pick up because I think that guy in front of us is going to pick up most of them. I'm going pretty fast here. This is like a long straightaway without bus stops, so you just kind of go fast here. Gotta go fast. Can't let this guy beat me in the bus race. I mean, I know it's not a bus race, but... I mean, I really don't have to do much because I mean, like I said, this guy is going to pick up all my passengers. And I don't think I have any passengers left on board. I think all my passengers got off, so I literally, like, don't need to let anybody off because there's nobody on my bus to get off. And nobody's going to get on because anybody who does want to get on will get on to that guy's bus. Whoa. What happened? I can't see where I'm going. I think I just hit that guy. Whoops. I just hit that guy's bus. Darn it. Wait, is this the end? Is this the terminus? Oh, it is. Heerstraße Stadtgrenze. Alright. I'll activate the Yeah, see, I think. Look at that. Everybody's getting onto his bus. They didn't want to get onto my bus. They wanted to get onto. Actually, he's probably changed. Hold on. He's probably changed his destination by now, hasn't he? Yeah, see, he's going back. His sign says he's going back to Spandau. So people going back to Spandau from here are going to get on his bus. And I'm still saying that I'm going here. So I'm actually at the end. So I actually successfully made it to the end of my run. Successfully in quotation marks. I mean, I didn't really do that well. I think my performance was a bit subpar, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't horrible, but I definitely made some mistakes. Why doesn't it show me my? Why does it not show me my my results? Like last time, it showed me the times that I arrived and where I was late and where I was, like by how late I was. Is there like a terminus that I need to stop at, or? Oh, you know what? I think where that other bus was stopped. Okay, he's not stopped there now, but behind where I stopped there, I think that was the terminus. I needed to stop there to properly end my route, and I didn't stop there. I stopped in front of him. So I kind of messed up. I was supposed to stop at the terminus, but I didn't. So it didn't record me as having successfully terminated my route. So I didn't actually properly finish driving Route 92 to Heerstraße Stadtgrenze. But okay, I think close enough. I mean, the game didn't log it as a completed route, but that's pretty much a completed route. That's it. That's pretty much the Route 92 in West Berlin. That is OMSI. This is how you play. It's kind of how you play OMSI, the Omnibus Simulator. Obviously, you're supposed to play it much better than I did, but that's how the controls work. That's how the game works. You just need to do a lot less of hitting the curb and a lot less of being late and a lot less of making sudden stops and stuff like that, and do more of using your turn signals, which I didn't do enough of. And if you can do all that, then you'll do a great job at being a bus driver in OMSI. So that's it. This has been OMSI. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope it was entertaining. I'll talk to you all later with some other game about some other stuff and things. Until then, bye-bye for now.